Guys, I'm back. I've returned with an update. First of all, this is probably take 34. The previous videos I've done, there was echoes, there was loads of stuff happening and I didn't know what's happening, but thank God for YouTube. I had to resolve it. I'm using a new platform called OBS to record my videos in it now. I've been recommended by my guy Marlon. He told me, Rich, use OBS. Everybody uses OBS, and I'm currently using OBS to record my videos now going forward. Well, should I say this is a test. OBS is pretty easy to use, but I have no idea why I made it difficult for myself. But anyway, I'm back to provide an update on my weight loss. As you know, last week, for some strange reason, and I somewhat know it but didn't expect it, I put on 4 pounds. And I know it shouldn't affect me going into the next week, but psychologically it does. It does massively, and it frustrated me so much. I was so angry. I'm away in today. I lost 3 pounds, which I know I should be delighted. So because of anyone losing 3 pounds in general should be something that you should be really, really proud of, and I am proud of it. If it didn't have the effect that it had last week. So now I feel that I'm playing catch up. I'm playing catch up to lose the extra weight going forward. How did I put on 4 pounds the following week? And this week I lost 3 pounds. And this week I didn't go crazy extreme, but I kind of semi-followed what I was doing. But anyway, look, I'm not going to talk about last week anymore. It's a new week. I've got to stay positive. It's all about having the right mindset to continue. In order for me to continue going forward, it's about having the right mindset. And I feel right now I'm slowly getting into the right mindset. But let me tell you something. Before I even continue, as you know, and I've mentioned in the past videos, that I am doing the Couch to 5K. So I'm on week 3, episode 2 of week 3, and do you know what? It's been going really, really good. And I know I said to send videos, and I will post it. I'm just doing quite a lot of editing to the videos and kind of putting them together so that they can come out quite frequently, so there's no delays. So I'm trying to get like 3-4 weeks ahead, and then you can obviously see the progression in regards to me running, etc. So I was running, had my camera in front of me, showing you guys the progress and how I've been struggling. And then I was just walking around, and there was a chap that came up to me who was picking up rubbish, and I thought he's a normal person, but I just thought he was part of the, in my area we've got something called it's not the badgers, they're called the Wombles. I don't know if you've got it in your own area, but the Wombles is a community of people who just pick up rubbish on the floor that people have littered and put it in a bag, then put it in the recycling bins and stuff like that. So I assumed he was one of them, and he goes to me, "Are you recording?" And I thought, is this guy going to tell me that? Is he going to tell me, oh, you shouldn't be recording in a public place, or some nonsense like that? Then he goes, and I looked at him again. Then he had a phone in his chest, and he goes to me, "Yeah, do you want to shout me out? I can shout you out and try and get you some followers." And I thought, okay. I was like, this has never happened to me before. So I was like, and he goes to me, "Have you got a YouTube channel?" I said, I started panicking. I said to him, well, I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. And then when I realized he was actually serious, and I thought, no, I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm happy to do a big up for your channel. And I picked up his channel. Then he goes to me, "Let me know what your channel is so I can get people to follow you." And I thought, oh yeah, why not? So I bigged him up. on his channel. So for you guys who are on TikTok, go and follow Daily Rubbish. This kid is amazing. I don't know what made him think about collecting rubbish and documenting everything he does. I'm not even too sure what day he's on, but he's on a particular day and people are sending him free coffee and stuff like that. So he's doing all that. So he bigged me up. And like, I've been on 25 subscribers for the last 3-4 weeks. And as soon as he bigged me up, I went straight up to 41 subscribers. And I was like, oh wow, like what's happening? Like, why am I getting all these subscribers? And then what I realized, the comments were coming saying, "Hi Rich, keep up the hard work. A friend from Daily Rubbish." And I thought, wow. And I thought, the power of the internet, you know. I don't even know his real name. And I looked at his TikToks. He hasn't even got a picture of himself. So I was like, okay, maybe he's kind of keeping that quiet, or doesn't want anyone to see who he is. But I just felt an honourable shout out to Daily Rubbish on TikTok. I will put his details in here because I think he's actually. I'll put the clip. I'll put the clip of me talking to him because I felt it's fantastic.
I see TikTok picking up rubbish.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube Richard Experience.
Oh, okay.
The Richard Experience. So couch to 5K, losing weight, trying to get fit again, and live longer. Shout out to Daily Rubbish. You cannot go wrong. Keep it up.
Cheers, man.
No problem.
Richard Experience.
Richard Experience.
YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to him.
Thanks a lot, mate. Take care.
But Daily Rubbish, thank you so much for giving me extra followers, and hopefully this helps my channel grow and grow even further, and I get more followers who feel inspired by myself and what I'm trying to do, and hopefully we can collaborate on other items, other weight loss kind of things that we're going through. But anyway, let's get back to me. No more Daily Rubbish. I love you, Daily Rubbish. No more Daily Rubbish. Let's move back on to me. I know what you're thinking. Where's his top? It is hot. Let me tell you something. It is 32 degrees as we currently speak. I am not wearing a t-shirt. I had intention of going for a run this morning. I thought I'd drop my son to school and go for a run. By the time I got back, 9:15, it was 25 degrees. And I said, not on my watch, son. Not on my watch. I thought, no, I'm not doing that. No way I'm doing that. But listen, as I said, Couch to 5K be out soon. Yesterday, something different happened. Something different happened in my life. And I've spoke about it in the past. And I spoke about my anxiety about it. And I finally did it. So yesterday I took my son to football, a place called Watergo. Watergo is a place where kids can go and play football. So it was all part of his whole training regime, pre-season training, which is going really well some of the time. So within this particular complex, there's Watergo, there's a restaurant, there's a bar, and there's a couple of play areas for kids. And also, there's a gym. So when I went there, one of the dads said to me, "Oh, Rich, should we just go to the gym?" Because we expected to help the kids. We expected to help play with the kids of the football and techniques, but there was enough fathers there to kind of support the coach today, or the coaches. And I said to him, "Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's just go." And I think there's two things, right? There's two things here. There's, because I've been training and doing the jogging and doing my home workouts, I didn't second think it. I was like, yeah, let's go to the gym. And two, I was with someone. So when you're with someone, it's like, and that's never been the case, because I've always been doing it by myself. But when I mean with someone, with another male, so that male understanding, that male conversation, you don't talk too much. You just kind of like support each other. You just get on with it. Heavy weights and running machine, etc., etc. So for the guys out there, you know what I mean. You don't like. I know people go training with their partners, misses, whatever, but I find that very difficult because the way I like to operate when I'm training, it's like, let's just get down to it. Let's get down to it and let's get out. Put in a hard workout and everything else. So we both went in. But by the way, we didn't have any passes to get in, but you can just access it via by the Water Gold. You can just walk straight into it. Water Gold, the gym. Please don't. I'm sure you won't listen to this anyway, so don't. Let's not try and ban me or whatever. So we went into the running machine, high incline, 10-minute walk, which was high incline is no joke, by the way. Incline stuff is no joke. And then we just went into the waist area, doing high intensity, so you burn more fat, etc. If you know the training scheme and everything is high intensity stuff, you burn more fat. Your body thinks, "Oh my God, what are you doing to me?" And then we went to see my best friend, the kettlebells. Listen, let me tell you something, right? Me going to gym was a significant thing, not even realizing at the time how significant it was, because there was no time to think about it. And I think what happens is when you've got time to think about certain things, you start to put pressure on yourself. Because it was so spontaneous, it was like I was in the gym. I was 45 minutes into a workout and didn't even realize I was kind of, what anxiety, what issues did I have before? It was all gone, absolutely gone. And when I used to go to the gym before, I used to do the kettlebell swings, and I used to do like really heavy kettlebell swings. I used to start on 24 and probably end on 32 or 34. That's how extreme I was going. And I started for the kettlebell swings. I was like 16, and I thought 16 is right now is feeling really light. And you know what they say about muscle memory, right? You haven't been in gym for a long time, but somehow you can still be able to pick up certain weights that someone who's never been gym before could not even consider picking up, despite what size they are. They would struggle. But when I was doing the kettlebell swings, it just felt so natural. Like I started at the 24s. I started at 16, then I went to 24, and that's a significant jump. And it felt like it was normal again. It felt like I was back at Fitness First with the boys. Honestly, for the guys who know, I used to go Fitness First. I used to go with my mate Kel and my mate Mike, and it was fantastic. The energy we had, we spoke, we chatted shit, but it was chatting shit between breaks. So there was never a point where we were chatting shit while doing the activity. It was always between our breaks where we could chat shit. And that's how I felt. I felt that same energy. And do you know how hard it is to have that same energy that I felt training? It was like minimal talk, but yeah, let's bang it. When you're in the gym with someone and someone said to you, "Nah, that's too easy, go higher." And just to hear someone say that, rather than train by yourself, they give you the push that you need to push yourself to another level. Don't be fooled. I'm in pain. When I left there, I felt pumped. And I felt, and obviously you can't see, I'm pumped, but I can feel underneath all this fat. Underneath all this fat, I feel absolutely pumped. I feel wonderful. Like, I mean, aches and pains in my arms, my triceps, my buttocks. I feel the pain all there. But you know what? It feels great. It feels great because I did something that I haven't done in a long time, and it's going to the gym. And big up my guy who was at the gym with me. It was, yeah, definitely. He doesn't realize, but it meant such a big thing for me, kind of getting back into the gym, and we plan to go back to the gym this week, and I plan to go back to the gym this week and just train and smash it. As you got to do, you got to smash it. Membership is £35. £35 is a lot of money. I'm just gonna say. However, when I was at Fitness First, I think I used to pay £50. So really and truly, I can't really complain by this amount of money. So, but it looks like I will join. It's a bit further out from my house where it is, and I think I've told you before, I've got a gym at the end of the road. But I feel that I probably have some more support the gym that's 25 minutes away from me than the gym that's at the end of my road. And I think probably when I start to lose more weight, I will start joining the gym at the end of my road and feel more comfortable because of the size I am, potentially. I don't know. But for now, I'll be looking to join that gym so me and my guy can go and train on a regular basis and get absolutely destroyed. So that was my gym experience. Also, Facebook Market is a wonderful place. If you guys ever gone into Facebook Market on Facebook, obviously. If you ever gone into Facebook Market, it's absolutely fantastic. People who are moving are selling items and which are in fantastic condition. I went to see my boy. No, I didn't know. I say my boy, but I felt like he was a friend. He was moving house and he had loads of gym equipment that he had to get rid of. And guess who was there to take advantage? Me, Richard. Richard Experience was there to take advantage. I bought 20 kg 16 kg kettlebells and 24 kg. Oh my God, it says my internal temperature is too high on my camera. That's how you know it's hot. So basically, you're going to see this video and it's going to stop here because my camera has decided to turn off because it's very, very warm. As mentioned, it's 30 odd degrees. But anyway, I'm just going to end here and carry on this conversation another time. But look, this is the Richard Experience. My camera is overheated and it needs to be turned off as we speak. Like, subscribe and share. And don't forget to subscribe to Daily Rubbish on TikTok. Doing a fantastic job for the community as always. Peace.